Hey guys, welcome back to another video by me. Hope that y'all are having a good day. Today I'm going to be showing you what it obviously says in the caption and showing you my best finds from 2019. So I'm going to flip this around and give you a quick glance at everything, and then I'm going to go through and kind of show them individually. Put all three of the elk sheds that I found in here this year because I don't find very many of them, but two don't even really need to make the list. But anyway, here we go. Here's all the quick glance you guys get. Alrighty guys. Hope you're doing okay. Sorry, I went to a movie actually and didn't get time to even start. So, I'm gonna start off with my two little elk sheds that I picked up this year. Both nothing special. This one just picked up on a deer hunt where I actually found one of my better finds, which is in this pile. Deer shed hunt, sorry. And then this one we were on an elk hunt actually, and we were stalking in on a bull. The bull he ended up killing, and I looked down and saw this with just tines up, just like that, and that. And right as I saw it, so did his dad, and so kind of a shared credit there. It ended up being under the snow about 2 inches, and then under about 3 inches of creek bed. It was washed, so that's cool. Next up on the list, we got just biggest 3-pointer of the year. Nice, cool, bladed, cool curved eye guard. Just a solid shed, chalky. Found this while deer hunting, along with another one that's in the pile. Alrighty guys, next up on the list we got this cool little 3-point. This 3-point's actually nothing really special, but I just love it because of that right there. It's got like a spoon blade right there. You can see that. Really cool, just a little fat antler. I really like that one. I picked it up while deer hunting. Next on the list, we got this pretty solid 4-point. Actually, one I also picked up while archery deer hunting. This ended up scoring 58 inches. Not giant, just a solid 4-point buck. I ended up being the third one of the day. That 3-point ended up being the 4th one. Next up on the list, we got two cool looking mule deer sheds that actually look very similar. Found this one on the same elk hunt. I picked up that elk shed, but just, this one was actually laying in the trees, and it's got moss on it, so with no sunlight, that's how old it looks. I can imagine it's old. I'm assuming that the next year he would grow a fork off one of these, which would have made him a really cool buck, because he's got a just whitetail looking stuff. Really neat buck. Next up, also same character. This one just looks more whitetailish. This ended up being my third brown of the year. This one looks, oh man, just like a whitetail buck. Just missing that eye guard right there. Really cool. Also found that one the day I picked up one of these nice ones in here. Next up on the list is going to be the day I found that 3-point and that 4-point. My biggest 3-point and that decent 4-point. I also picked up this stud. This ended up being the first one out of the 4 sheds I found that day. The 4th was just a little dink. But that one ended up being the biggest shed I picked up during archery season. But just a solid, no mass whatsoever. Like literally no mass whatsoever. Just nothing there, but just a sweet buck. Next up on the list, we got a sweet story behind this one. So this one was the one that I picked up, the first elk shed I showed you. Found this on that trip. Alright, so what I want you guys to show you is look at how white my shirt is. See how dark that antler is? He was picked up sitting in the sun in July. So he had been sitting in the sun, and that's how dark he looks. Pretty white burr. Just a solid, he's a 68-inch antler right there. Just a sweet buck. I love that antler. Alright, now we're getting down to the 4 best finds of the year. So this one's going to be the 4th, and doesn't show it doesn't even come close to the second, third, or first finds of the year, but this ended up being my biggest deer shed of the year, and didn't even make it's top 4. It's my 4th best find of the year, so I can tell you that that's a pretty cool find. So I ended up finding this really whitetail one. These ones, I found this one the same day. Yeah, I found those two on the same day, and this one ended up going 71 inches, which is only my second deer shed that made 70 inches. Just a sweet hard white 4-point deer shed. Front end really throws them off though. Alright guys, now this, I'm sure you guys can guess. This pair goes together, and they'd made by, it was really hard to determine between this set, which either made second and third, or this set which made first and second, but just because of the size of my number 1, I'm pretty sure this set is number 2 and 3. So this is the smaller side to the set, just a sweet brown, typical. If you guys don't know the story to this one, it is on my Instagram. I will DM it to you if you want it. Craziest mule deer set find you'll ever hear of. By far, like, I'll never top it. This ended up being the bigger side, just a sweet, typical 4-point set. We call him the wire buck. I'm sure you could guess. I've got pictures of him in velvet with wire. He shed this sight on a picnic table. Just crazy. He's a city buck, but just crazy story behind it. If you want that, I will DM it to you on Instagram. Here we go, guys. Here's number 1. This is actually my second to last shed of the year, and my last one was only like 20 yards away from this, but this thing is a beast. Guys, I'm telling you, this thing is a tank. 7-point elk shed right there. Let's fit it on the screen. Just a big, like, look at the fronts on those. Let me flip this around. Just like look at that. That's like 23 inches right there, as G2 is. Just a sweet elk shed. Lots of character going on back there. Cheaters. He's a 5-point mainframe with 2 cheaters. Just a stud. So here's for comparison. Biggest deer shed of the year. Biggest elk shed. Just, doesn't even compare. So that was a good year, guys. Probably my best yet for size, not for quantity though. Just a all around blast of a year. Let's hope 2020's a lot better. I hope y'all have a great day, and thank you for watching.